assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell. All right, let's go!
It's been called the greatest war film ever made.
Starting the war from right here.
It was produced by one of the greatest filmmakers who ever lived. But behind the epic on-screen battles was a struggle for power that threatened to topple one of Hollywood's legendary movie studios. Ambition, conflict, and the price of glory. On Backstory, The Longest Day.
We're on the threshold of the most crucial day of our times. All right, let's go!
For legendary producer Darryl F. Zanuck, The Longest Day was more than just a movie.
Invasion! On our way.
It became an obsession for which he was prepared to risk everything.
That picture became his life. He was determined, and when I think back on it, I think back on all the things he used to say about if you want to do something, do it. Don't let anyone stop you.
In 1933, Darryl F. Zanuck left his job as head of production at Warner Brothers and founded the company which became known as 20th Century Fox.
We are all united in one common work, the work of making 20th Century Fox the outstanding company in the moving picture industry, and we will succeed.
There, he personally supervised the production of literally hundreds of films.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wanger. Thank you very much, Douglas. Thank you very much, Bob. I wish to thank you in behalf of the entire 20th Century Fox studio.
Everything from tuneful musicals to thought-provoking social dramas.
Zanuck, what are you two lovers?
Darryl Zanuck was very much hands-on. His interest was films, and he didn't give a damn about anything but doing a good job.
But in the early 1950s, television had crippled the once powerful motion picture industry, and the studio system that Zanuck had helped build was gasping its last breath.
A lot of the stars were now independent. A lot of the contract directors were no longer there. And Zanuck said, I'm no longer the production chief. I'm more of a negotiator with people and their agents.
He was a filmmaker, and he wanted to make pictures. He didn't want to be submerged in all the business aspects of it.
Zanuck was burned out and disillusioned. It also didn't help that his wife had recently found out about the affair he was having with a much younger actress and family friend named Bella Darby. Although Zanuck's sexual escapades were legendary in Hollywood, this particular fling sent shockwaves through Hollywood's otherwise liberal creative community.
It was like Hollywood went to war. Everybody took sides. And my mother was very, very popular. She was a sympathetic person. And I think that my father just couldn't stand it. He just wanted to get away from the whole thing.
Leaving his job as Fox's production chief, Darryl Zanuck, or DFZ as he was widely known, boarded a plane for Paris, vowing never to return to Hollywood.
Darryl Zanuck decided he had no more use for Hollywood. He said, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm burnt out. And he just took off for Paris, which was his favorite city.
My first independent production has just been completed. It is Island in the Sun, based on the best-selling novel by Alec Waugh.
Now living the life of an expatriate producer, Zanuck launched a string of ambitious but mostly disappointing films. He began to drink heavily and, at one point, even suffered a minor stroke.
People were saying, what, Darryl's through, he's washed up, he's finished. And he started to lose his confidence, which was unfortunate because if there's one thing that Zanuck always had, was confidence.
DFZ was desperate for a project that would revive his faltering career and his reputation. It was then that he discovered The Longest Day, Cornelius Ryan's riveting account of the D-Day invasion of Normandy during World War II. The book appealed to Zanuck for many reasons. It was an epic true story about a day that changed the course of human history. It also appealed to Darryl's conservative Midwestern patriotism and his own first-hand memories of 2 world wars.
Well, during World War II, of course, Zanuck was not in Hollywood. He was off at war. In terms of his own life, it was obviously important, and it gave him the idea, many years later, to do The Longest Day.
Making The Longest Day quickly became Darryl's only dream. In keeping with the book's